A bit of touch of flashing, 3,213 jumps, and they're set for action. Blindfold removed from Les Vos Ruler in gate 3, and they're off and racing in the first. He's back on track, beginning okay with Les Vos Ruler and Celtic Revenge. The grey Kick got away well. Torval and Dean and Blue Star drop in behind them early as they reach the first of 13 hurdles. Hobart is a clear last. Fuego Bravo is going up deep on the course, and so is Classic Tudor in the all-white colours of the club. They leap the second hurdle and link up with the course proper now, and it's Kickett being joined by Silk by on the outside, Classic Tudor. In behind them is Les Vos Ruler, closely followed by Fuego Bravo, who's improving towards the leaders, and then Celtic Revenge and Regal Royal. Next is He's Back on Track on the inside, Torval and Dean, settling well back Blue Star, and then Zabuan and Hobart improving on his outside. Coming up towards the next one now, Classic Tudor with a big leap over it in front. Fuego Bravo tracking wide in second, Kickett over on the fence third. Les Vos Ruler a length away in fourth placing. He's Back on Track fifth on the inside, followed by Torval and Dean in the centre as they leap this one. Back behind them on the outside there is Celtic Revenge, a length and a half to the stablemate Regal Royal. Blue Star the rail, Hobart second last, and Zabuan last of all. They leave the straight now out towards the 2100 metre mark and on the riverside, and Classic Tudor made play. He's out by 2 lengths to Les Vos Ruler, a length to Kickett, a length and a half Torval and Dean. There followed He's Back on Track fifth the inside of Fuego Bravo, 1 to Blue Star being trailed by Regal Royal and Celtic Revenge the outside, and 2 to Hobart and Zabuan together last as they jump the first on the riverside. And it's Classic Tudor making play, out by 2.5 lengths to in second placing Les Vos Ruler, Kickett third, Torval and Dean fourth. He's Back on Track a length away fifth. They're followed then by Fuego Bravo, who's moving up on the outside, is inclined to risk his jumps a bit though. Blue Star got through on his inside with Regal Royal, then Hobart, Zabuan and Celtic Revenge had dropped out to be last of all. 1,500 to go. Here's the next hurdle now, and Classic Tudor leapt at about a length and a half. Oh, now one back in the field is gone. It's He's Back on Track has taken a fall, and he's hurt himself, unfortunately. He's Back on Track is out of the race with a heavy tumble at that one. Here's the next hurdle coming up now, and over at Classic Tudor, Eddie Lansell, Blue Star in the middle of the field, wrapped it, and Zabuan's giving them a big start as the pace has really clapped on here, and the leader Classic Tudor over the next from Les Vos Ruler, Kickett, and then Torval and Dean, 4 or 5 lengths to Blue Star, another 2.5 lengths to Regal Royal, 5 lengths to Hobart, 4 or 5 lengths then to Zabuan, who can't get near them. A long break to Celtic Revenge, and Fuego Bravo might be pulled up. Oh, another one down, Blue Star at the third last. Down he went. Blue Star fell at the third last hurdle. They're coming up towards the turn. Les Vos Ruler has dashed to the lead now. Les Vos Ruler from Classic Tudor, who looks to have run his race. Torval and Dean gets into second, and then Kickett. A long break to Hobart, and behind him Regal Royal, and then Zabuan. And the other two might be pulled out of the race, I think, as they come around the turn. Celtic Revenge and Fuego Bravo. Les Vos Ruler for home. 2 to get over is the leader. Torval and Dean running on. So is Kickett, the grey down the outside. Here's the second last one now. Les Vos Ruler over in front of Torval and Dean and Kickett, and another one took a fall and slipped under the running rail. That was Classic Tudor. 1 to get over. Les Vos Ruler at the last, over it in front of Torval and Dean, and Kickett battling away in third placing. Les Vos Ruler in front, he's tired. Torval and Dean is lifting on the outside, 100 out. Torval and Dean and Les Vos Ruler, a great finish. Torval and Dean's going home, they're better. Grab the lead. Torval and Dean takes out the hurdle, a half length Les Vos Ruler. 6 lengths Zabuan got up and grabbed it in advance of Kickett, and then a break to Hobart. A long break to Regal Royal, who's in fact the last to complete the course. The riderless Blue Star canters past the line. Fuego Bravo and Celtic Revenge are coming down the outside, but I don't think they jumped the last couple of hurdles. Classic Tudor's okay. Eddie Lamb's remounted. He's destroyed the running rail by slipping through after falling at the second last, but he's up, he's okay, and the rider is back on board, Eddie Lamb and Classic.
And welcome back, everybody. Yes, a wonderful moment in 94 for Wayne Harris there aboard Jean.
To go, and they're off. Wyndham Glory began okay. Argonaut jumped okay, but he then seemed to stumble for a stride or two. 2 coming to the outside on their own there, Nikos, and in company with it are Danehill Warrior. So as they settle down, these horses over on the flat side are staying well away from the rail. And it's Wyndham Glory, one of the leaders, out in the middle of that bunch. Wyndham Glory from Scala Glow. Kalani just closer to the inside in company with those horses, and then came Exclusive Appeal, and Cool Trent is the widest and last of that division as they came towards the 500 metre mark. And on the outside there's a little between these two, Nikos and Danehill Warrior, who's under the whip. At the 350 metre mark now, Cool Trent is out after Wyndham Glory and is taking the lead now, and they're clear of Scala Glow battling away on the inside, and it's Nikos well clear on this grandstand side. He looks to be in the race. 100 to go. Cool Trent is the leader from Wyndham Glory and Nikos this side, but it's all Cool Trent. Cool Trent racing away, and Cool Trent wins it well from Wyndham Glory second. Photo third between Scala Glow and Nikos on this side. They were well clear to Argonaut, followed in by Danehill Warrior, and at the tail of the field there on the inside were Exclusive Appeal and Kalani. In 58.5 seconds, victory for number 3, Cool Trent, ridden by Brett Preble, trained by Dean Lawson. Second placing will go to number 1, Wyndham Glory, and third will be a photo finish. But a comfortable win for the debut performer, Cool Trent. Well, Sam Lawson, Dean Lawson's wife, who part owns Cool Trent, they'd be tickled pink. Their little boy named Trent. This is a horse named after him. First start and a win on Melbourne Cup Day. Great thrill for the family. And of course Dean has rum in the Melbourne Cup a little later on. Third placing goes to number 9, Scala Glow. So the first 3 placings coming down the flat side rail, 3, 1 and 9. Close up in 4th place, number 5, Nikos, and 5th, number 7, Argonaut. Now, the Weather Bureau is telling us that this band of rain that's coming through Flemington at the moment could be the last of it. It's clear behind this. We're expecting it to be fine in about 2 hours from now. Shelley's Magic to run the favourite here. Kapaloo has been very well tried on track. Rose of Georgia coming up into the line. Check Our Bees to get set. This is the worst the conditions have been all morning now. We're expecting this to lift, but it looks well settled in at the moment. They're ready now as Check Our Bees has joined them. Set to go. They're off now. And Brief Illusion, Kapalua began quickly towards the inside. Life Goes On and Granita are getting back with Check Our Bees. Tricked got away well. Sophie Princess is up there in the early part as they've settled into stride now. And wider out then Rose of Georgia, not far away from the pace, and Hidden Honey's improving as well. At the 1400 metres, out in the gloom, it's Brief Illusion the leader, going up Hidden Honey on the outside to second, a length and a half to Tricked. Kapalua's 4th on the inside, and Shelley's Magic improving wider out. 2 lengths to Rose of Georgia over on the outside. Sophie Princess is next. Then came Miss McGarry, a length and a half behind it in the field. Then Ocean Tide on the inside of Kinjika. They were trailed as they go to the 1,000 metre mark by, could be Life Goes On out very wide, and they were trailed by Flotsam back towards the tail of the field. Granita is at the end, and about second last at that point could be Ocean Tide. It's very hard to pick them up. Hidden Honey at the 500 metre mark and dashed away by about 3 lengths to Brief Illusion coming up towards the turn. Tricked is running on, and Shelley's Magic wider out is handy to them as they've come around the bend now. Kapalua is right behind them with Rose of Georgia, and then Kinjika, and wider out then at the head of the other horses, Life Goes On. Into the straight they race now. Check Our Bees, the widest runner. It's Hidden Honey in front at the 400 metre mark from Tricked and Kapalua. Shelley's Magic battling away. Life Goes On making ground. Hidden Honey at the 300 lead. Life Goes On coming after it. Flotsam with a run, and then Check Our Bees and Miss McGarry. Hidden Honey being tackled by Life Goes On and Flotsam now. It's Life Goes On hitting the front. Life Goes On a length to Hidden Honey and Flotsam. Life Goes On. Life Goes On wins it from Flotsam second. Hidden Honey a neck away third. Then Check Our Bees, Kapalua, Miss McGarry, Granita from last made ground. Followed in by Tricked and Kinjika. Back behind them to finish in the race then was Ocean Tide and Roadhouse Blues. Well back is Brief Illusion, followed by Rose of Georgia, Sophie Princess, and Shelley's Magic dropped out to finish last of all. Life Goes On, ridden by Jim Cassidy, has won the race coming from well back in 1:44.3. metres here, and over on the inside it's Libidinius narrowly from Lady Soffel, calming right behind them. Mandarin Princess in that bunch of horses from Chardonnay and Dice, and then Mini Me and Crimson Gem as last of the horses down on the flat side. On this grandstand rail, and it's Joie and Romantic See the leaders to Rosa Tar, and just behind them is Emma Sensual, who's under pressure. Then Chalet Me and Comedy Court. Arrogance right against the outside rail. Dolphin Dance and Ravens Pell. As they came towards the 300 metre mark now, Libidinius being tackled by Calming along the inside, and Chardonnay and Ice with Joie well clear on the grandstand side ahead of Comedy Court. 100 metres to go now. Chardonnay and Ice. Joie, this side's the leader, I'd say. Joie out here in front. Yeah, she's the overall leader, okay. Under the whip, Joie well clear, and Joie takes it out, beating Comedy Court. Arrogance might be third on this side. First home Libidinius on the flat ahead of Chardonnay and Ice and Calming. Just behind them, Dolphin Dance, Romantic Sea, Crimson Gem, Ravens Pell, Mandarin Princess, and then Chalet Me. A break to Mini Me, Lady Soffel, Emma Sensual, and Rosa Tar. Joie, the winner, number 7, written by Scott Seamer, coming down the outside rail. Had that division well and truly beaten, a long way from home. Bit slow. Ashkalita got away quickly, and so did Sausalito, Vitara, Markovic over on the outside. All coming towards the grandstand side out there with Bouvery's Jest, and Beguile is coming across from its barrier draw over on the far side. They're heading to the 600 metre mark now, and it's Beguile. Dupre found the outside rail. They're the two leaders. Just behind them is Barkata and Markovic. Vitara. Closer to the middle of the course then came Magic Heaven, and Ashkalita just inside it from Sausalito. Grand Esteem trying to work into the clear, and Bouvery's Jest. They're inside the 400. Deprave on the outside rail leads from Beguile, and then Markovic. Barkata is in fourth placing, followed by Grand Esteem and Vitara at the 200, and Beguile throws out the threat to Deprave and took the lead at the clock tower now, and they'll fight the race out. It's now coming back Deprave. Beguile. Deprave comes again. He'd been clearly headed but finds the lead near the line, and Deprave beats Beguile. Great fighting win. 3 lengths. Bouvery's Jest getting up for third. Just in front of Grand Esteem, Sausalito, Barkata, and then Markovic. A break Vitara, long break Ashkalita, and Magic Heaven failing in the ground is last of all. Well, if you'd laid...
Favourite Moondragon at 280, Heptonstall at 430, and Ensami at 630. Heptonstall moved up, field is set. The Great Western 1400. They're off. Recreate Mr. Start about a length on the inside. Away very quickly is Grandeur looking for the lead, and Heptonstall is out very quickly, going with him, and Cosmic Striker settling down between them. 2 lengths away in the field. Recreate making a quick recovery along the inside to fourth, being followed then by, over on the outside, Taylor Dane, a length and a half, Angora and Sami. They're followed then by Night Chaser, Osprey Ridge and Largo together. Moondragon is back second last today, and Bay of Silk is last of all, but they're going pretty quickly, and down towards the 800 metre metre mark, about to come for home. And the leader is Heptonstall on the outside of Grandeur. Grandeur about 3/4 Heptonstall. Right behind them, Recreate Cosmic Strikers fourth. 2 lengths away in the field, Taylor Dane and Sami, and they're followed by Osprey Ridge, ridden along on the inside, followed by Angora. Oh, Ansami swung very wide coming around the home turn, and they're all getting away from the rails. Moondragon still second or third last, and Bay of Circles pulled out wide. In the straight, Grandura has shook off Heptonstall. Cosmic Strikes running on with Osprey Ridge. Grandura coming back quickly now. Here's Ansami with a run down the outside. Cosmic Strike hit the lead. Moondragon's got through. Oliver's got through on Moondragon and hit the front at the 200 metre mark, and she raced about 2 to Ansami. Night Chaser on the outside finishing well. Moondragon's away though. She's 4 in front. Night Chaser making ground, but Moondragon 2 lengths on the line to Night Chaser. Ansami third. Then came Angora Largo, followed by Taylor Dane. The weakening Grandura was next, followed in by Bay of Silk and Cosmic Strike. Osprey Ridge, Heptonstall not handling the going, second last, and Recreate as a long last. Moondragon, Damien Oliver wielding his wizardry. He turned second or third last, but got a passage through the field to hit the lead at the 200 metre mark, and then the race was all over. Ethereal to get set. Spirit of Westbury and Rain Gauge out behind the line. Persian Punch, a gallant third 3 years ago. Give the Slip has been taken out of the barrier stalls after thrashing about in the gates, and he may well be undergoing a vet's inspection. It's been a cup of high drama already. Carpstad Way withdrawn because of the downgrading of the track. Universal Prince taken out this morning. Even though Connections wanted him to start, he wasn't fit. And now Give the Slip is undergoing a vet's test at the absolute 11th hour. They're all in the stalls with the exception of Give the Slip. He'd thrashed about in the gates, and the vets are running the rule over him. He is being led back up into the stalls, so it looks like he's past fit to run. In he comes into the gates, and the field is set for the Tue's new Melbourne Cup. They're ready, and they're off now. Rum jumped well on the inside, and Prophet's Kiss, Pastor Express got away well. Mr. Prudent dropped in behind them early. Away fast Celestial Show and Give the Slippers going forward in the early part. Wider out Hill of Grace and Karazi on the improve. And right down the middle of the track comes Freemason. Marion Bard is easing to get right to the outside of the field now, and they're very bunched, and Sky Heights is back last of all there. They join the course proper at the 2800, and Give the Slip as the leader. He's out by 2 lengths. Freemason striding up wide out into second placing. Celestial Show right behind them third, and then came Karazi, followed by Hill of Grace, Pastor Express. 2 lengths Ethereal, Marion Bard and Persian Punch just inside him are racing 5 and 4 deep. In behind them Rum, followed by Spirit of Westbury. 2 lengths Curator Storm, May the Horse Be With You. Prophet's Kiss over on the rails, and they're followed by Caetano, Rain Gauge, a length and a half, then Reenact on the outside of Inner Flurry. 2 lengths to Big Pat, Yippee-Yi-Yo, Mr. Prudent, and Sky Heights is last of the 22. Out of the straight they race now to the riverside, and Give the Slip made play. He's out by 2.5 to 3 lengths Freemason. Celestial Show a length away third. Karazi is fourth. Pastor Express fifth the inside, followed by Hill of Grace and Marion Bard out 3 wide. Persian Punch next. He's out about 4 wide up the riverside now, being followed by Ethereal Rum, and then came Spirit of Westbury. A length and a half further back Curator Storm, May the Horse Be With You, and he's followed by Prophet's Kiss over on the rails. 1.5 to Caetano, Rain Gauge. In a Flurry well back on the inside, followed by Reenact. A length and a half then to Big Pat, Yippee-Yi-Yo, Mr. Prudent, and last of all is Sky Heights at the halfway mark. 1,600 metres left to go, and it's Give the Slip by 2 lengths. Freemason second, Celestial Show run of the race third on the inside from Karazi. Persian Punch moving up on the outside. He's never been on the course, followed by Pastor Express, and then Marion Bard. A length further back is Hill of Grace, and they're followed by Ethereal outside Rum. A length and a half Spirit of Westbury, hard ridden at that point. 2 lengths Curator Storm, followed then by Prophet's Kiss, May the Horse Be With You. Caetano well back on the inside, followed by Reenact and Rain Gauge. In a Flurry a long way from them, and 3 lengths further back is Yippee-Yi-Yo, Yo, Big Pat, Sky Heights and Mr. Prudent is last of all. Inside the 1,000 in a fast run Melbourne Cup. Give the slip by a length and a half to Persian Punch, striding to second. Freemason is third, and then Celestial Show Karazi. Marion Bard is making ground round the outside, and here comes the Caulfield Cup winner Ethereal, followed by Caetano. May the Horse Be With You is making ground, and then Hill of Grace in a flurry's hook to the outside and coming with a run, and then came Rum. Oh, one's lost the rider back in the field. There was one down coming around the home turn. We'll pick that one up later. Into the straight, it's Give the Slip, the leader from Persian Punch, Celestial Show Karazi. Ethereal taken to the outside, and then Marion Bard and Caetano. 300 left to go. Give the Slip over on the inside, the leader from Persian Punch. Here comes Ethereal down the outside, followed by Karazi, and then May the Horse Be With You. Give the Slip well clear at the 200 metre mark though. Down the outside is Ethereal starting to close. Give the Slip with Ethereal coming home. Give the Slip in front. Ethereal's coming hard. The Caulfield Cup winners grab the lead, and Ethereal does the double. Ethereal's won it from Give the Slip. 6 lengths Persian Punch, third again from Karazi, Rain Gauge, and then May the Horse Be With You. Sky Heights from Wellbeck, then Marion Bard, and they were followed further back in the field by Inner Flurry and Reenact Together. Then came Mr. Prudent, Prophet's Kiss, Rum, Celestial Show, Freemason, Caetano, and further back is Spirit of Westbury, Yippee-Yi-Yo. Big Pat never came into the race. Pasture Express is last to go over the line, and it looks like it was Hill of Grace that lost the rider. Curator Storm has gone over the line last of all. There was trouble coming up towards the turn, and it was Hill of Grace who has lost the rider. Number 13 has taken out the Caulfield Melbourne Cup double. The mare from New Zealand, trained by Sheila Laxon, has taken out the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup double. The first to complete it as a mare since Letzel Open before her Rivette. The 11th in history to pull off the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup double, and to think she was very nearly not going to start in the race. Second placing has gone to number 5, Give the Slip, from the Godolphin team, who get closer and closer. That's their second placing, and the front runner nearly pulling it off, but staying against the inside rail has perhaps counted against him at the finish. And a third placing for the English galloper.
In the field, never in it, Captain Buckley from Cresco, Star of War, and Brookman pulled up well behind the others.
Fields of Omar has moved into the outside gate, so they're set to run now, ready to go. Charming Door the inside. They're off. Charming Door, Jade Prince got away well, and Geronimo Run hopped out of the stalls quickly. Shot of Thunder's drifting back, and so is City Habit, and Fields of Omar's getting back from his outside draw. Geronimo Run at the 1600 goes to the lead over Jade Prince. Prince Benbara wider out with Andrella. Charming Door just in behind them. A Quiver's on the move round the outside too as they race out to the 1400, and going forward on the outside of those two is Neptune's Journey. Now they settle fully. Geronimo Run out by 3/4 a Quiver. A length and a half Jade Prince in company with Tabaran, keeping Neptune's Journey wide. Prince Benbara, red colours, running about 6th the inside to Andrella. Charming Door, 1 Typhoon passing shot, followed by City Habit. 3 deep Fields of Omar from Bellow Signor, Shot of Thunder, and 2 to Thong Classic. 1,000 to run, and Geronimo Run by 1 length. A Quiver second, Jade Prince third, Tabaran is 4th, Neptune's Journey 5th the outside. Prince Benbara right behind them, followed by Andrella. Chiming Door, Typhoon is next, improving his place, followed by Passing Shot, and then came Fields of Omar, trailed by City Habit, hard ridden the inside. Shot of Thunder, Bellow Signor, and Thong Classic waiting for one swooping run around the turn now, into Quiver moved up with Jade Prince. Geronimo Run staying right on the inside as they corner. Neptune's Journey is running on, so is Typhoon. Tabaran right behind them. Chiming Door looking for the way clear. Down the outside, Shot of Thunder, and Fields of Omar called on for his run, and Thong Classic is the widest runner. They're at the 300 metre mark now. Geronimo Run against the fence, but here come the swoopers. Fields of Omar, Shot of Thunder, and Thong Classic are racing up to Neptune's Journey. Fields of Omar hit the front at the 150 from Shot of Thunder and Thong Classic. Fields of Omar's going great guns though, he's holding them out, and Fields of Omar wins it by 2 lengths. Thong Classic, next Shot of Thunder, then Typhoon, Neptune's Journey, and Bellow Signor. Long break, Chiming Door, City Habit, followed by Prince Benbara, Andrella. Geronimo Run bogged down on the inside. inside, followed by Passing Shot and then Tabaran, a quiver knocking right up to second last, and Jade Prince last of all.
Fields of Omar, Greg Childs, Tony McAvoy beating Thong Classic, Shot of Thunder, the Perth. Greg Miles, all yours.
Right, just a couple to move in, and we await the all-white colours, Crete and Let's Planet, and we'll have them right to go. El Nino's clearly the best backed in the race. It'll run the favourite on track, although Tate favouritism is held by Tilt the Scales. El Nino has been heavily supported. Late money for Bush Ball. Nearly ready now. Crete had moved in out next to El Nino, and they're away, and El Nino beginning fast with Crete and Heracles. Continuum got away well, and Crystal Academy's dropping in behind them early. Let's Planet is doing likewise. Just Imagine, Bush Ball is showing pace. Keffel is coming right up the middle of the course, and Tilt the Scales and Ruthless Tycoon are just inside him. They're coming along towards the 800 metre mark now, and it's Heracles wide out, one of the leaders, in company with Just Imagine on its outside. Deeper still is Bush Ball with Keffel the widest runner. Ruthless Tycoon in behind these leading horses, followed then by Crete. Crystal Academy on the outside rail. Back behind them is Tilt the Scales and Let's Planet. Ruthless Tycoon isn't far away from the pace. El Nino's one of the last and looking to get into the clear. Coming to the 400 metre mark, Just Imagine from Heracles the outside. Ruthless Tycoon, and then Keffel. Let's Planet is right over on the far side, and El Nino's now starting to see daylight. He's coming with a run at the 250 metre mark now. Ruthless Tycoon hit the lead from Heracles, and running on is El Nino and Crystal Academy getting a run through. Ruthless Tycoon from El Nino, Crystal Academy and Crete. Ruthless Tycoon in front. He's about a neck clear. Crete lunges. Ruthless Tycoon wanted to head to Crete. Crystal Academy third, El Nino fourth, then Tilt the Scales, Let's Planet followed in by Heracles. A break Continuum, Bush Ball dropped right out of it. Keffel is second last, and Just Imagine is last of all.
Waiting.
La Destina, the inside runner. They're off, and Lavot was one of the first to bounce out, and Gala Chief got out quickly. Super Elegant bounced out of the stalls fast as well, and as they settled fully, just behind these on the outside is Cocos. At the 1200 metres, it's Gala Chief, Super Elegant, Lavot the inside, Makarova right behind them fourth, followed by Cocos a little deeper out. 2 lengths to King Island, who's 3 deep around Hidden Claws. La Destina the rail, and then Frieduff and Cooter in that bunch of horses. 2 lengths then to My Name's McGinty, Tangible and Legend of Aces last of all. Gala Chief led coming up the side. Cocos a neck away second at the 800. Lavot right behind them on the rails, followed closely by Makarova, Super Elegant and Frieduff about 4 or 5 wide. A length and a half to King Island. My Name's McGinty, Tangible out wide, then Hidden Claws. La Destina, Cooter's dropped out of it towards the end, and Legend of Ace into the straight now, and Cocos from Frieduff the outside. Gala Chief and Lavot stayed close to the inside. King Island is coming with a run, and further back Legend of Ace is pulled right to the outside. At the 350 metre mark, Frieduff went for home and took the lead. King Island is coming home well on the outside, and wider out Legend of Ace is starting to come with a good run, and My Name's McGinty. It's Frieduff in front now from King Island. Cocos battling away, and then Legend of Ace. Frieduff in front, King Island having a dip at him, but Frieduff is finding something. He's clear, and Frieduff beat King Island by a length. Legend of Ace third, and then My Name's McGinty fourth, followed by Cocos, Gala Chief and Tangible. Back behind them Super Elegant, La Destina. Makarova never came into it. Hidden Claws is well back. He's finished amongst the tail enders there in company with Lavont and Cooter.
Dan Nikolic for Brad Marzado. Here's a replay of Cheltenham.
Set, they're racing now.